Everyone, we will be talking about median test. This is the last unit which was left out before the lockdown in abnormal psychology practical. So the median test is something which we are supposed to look into. The median test compares the median of two independent samples and it is a non-parametric replacement for t-test. Comparing the means of two independent samples, we are here to find the median test. We have steps listed out here. One is to determine a common median for both the groups combined. We have two sets of group and we have to find a common median for both the groups when they are combined together, and then dichotomize both sets of scores separately at the common median and put the data in 2x2 contingency table. We have to find the scores separately at the common median for each and then put the data in a 2x2 table. So you can look into the table. This is called as contingency table. At times you are supposed to make this table on your own, and at times the table priorly prepared would be given to you to find the solution to the problem. So you can see that on the left side here, you can see number of scores above the median of the combined group, and below column says that number of scores below the median of the combined group. Then you have total here. So we have group 1, group 2 separately listed out, and again there is a total. So group 1, anything that falls or which is related to group 1 is written under this column alone, and something which is related to group 2 is listed under this column. So however, this total and this total is a horizontally you will be adding, and vertically you will be adding the scores, and the space here which you see empty will give you the n, the total number of scores. So if you make any mistake while adding on this way and this way, then finally you add on here, and when you make a mistake in this way, again if there is a mistake, you will get to know with the scores that are present at the junction. So at the corner here, not the junction, the corner. So when you know the n and the total isn't equals the n, then you have made some mistake over the table. So you have to make sure that this is like a cross check towards whatever is written on here. So the number of scores above the median of the combined group that goes for group A, and number of scores below the median for combined group goes for C. So number of scores above the median of the combined group for group 2, and number of scores below the median of the combined group for group 2. So the above line, we have two distinguishing column. Number of scores above the median of the combined group is listed out here. Scores which are above the median and scores which are below the median are put into the lower section. So we have the table A, B, C, D. Do not change the column names. If you change the column names, if the formula gets changed, and when the formula gets changed, make sure you fill in the numericals as per the written formula. If you write A, B, C, D, then you have to write the formula accordingly. So it's always better keep the numbers of the column, names of the column as mentioned here, A, B, C, D. Do not change. Do not ever change this. So now let us move on to understand the median test here. So here the rationale of the median test. Rationale in the sense the ideology, the idea of the median test here is that if both group 1 and group 2 are the samples from the population whose median is the same, we would expect about half of each group score to be above the combined mean and about half to be below the combined mean. So when we the ideal situation, which we do not have as an example, but this is an ideal situation where the scores or both the groups, group 1 and group 2, taken from the sample population with the median equal, group 1 median is equal to group 2 median, then we expect that half of the group score will be above the median, that is for the combined median, and half would be below the combined median. So now we have an example, so this will help you understand better. So this example here, you are not given a contingency table, rather you are asked to make one contingency table. You are given group 1 and group 2. When you have these two groups, so the scores in group 1 and group 2 are as follows. For group 1, 5, 7, 6, 4, 7 and 5. So the scores in group 1 are 5, 7, 6, 4, 7 and 5. So you have 7 twice, 5 twice, 4 one time, 6 one time. So number of scores under group 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The n of group 1 is 6. Here under group 2 we have 4, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10 and 11. And of course 5. 5, 11, 10, 8, 7, 4, 3 and 4. We have 4 twice in the group. 3 one time, 7 one time, 8 one time, 10 one time, 11 one time and 5 one time. So total number of scores under group 2 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So n for group 2 is 8. So here two groups are given. They are not combined. Two separate groups are given. You are asked to find the median for the combined group, and these two groups are not equal in number and we cannot expect the median to be same. So this is not the ideal sample where the median of two groups is same. So they have a different median. Right. So talking about that, we'll move on to understand the group 1. Median for group 1. First, while for understanding the median itself is a midpoint of a series where the numbers or the scores are arranged in ascending or descending order. It should be arranged accordingly, then you can move forward to find the median. So we have the scores here: 5, 7, 6, 4, 7 and 5. Total n is 6. We'll first arranged in ascending order. We'll first arrange those scores in ascending order. 4, 5, again 5, 6, 7 and 7. So we have these scores. So the n is 6. So the keynote here is the set of numbers in the ascending order are even. These numbers are even. So we'll have two midpoints or two mid numbers, that is 5 and 6. Two below these two sets and two above them. So the median is 5 plus 6 by 2, that is 11 by 2, 5.5. This is a median score. And moving on to trace this on a number line, we have a understanding here. So the number line begins from 0 and it goes to 7 because 7 is a maximum score, and then so forth. So the median we found out is 5.5. So this is a midpoint median. So number of scores that are above the median are to the right and number of scores which are below the median are to the left. So here you would have seen B minus, A plus, B minus, A plus and B minus. So we'll understand that. Let us define. B minus is number of scores below the median. A plus is number of scores above the median, so that it will be helpful. And here when we look at or when we count the number of scores below the median, we say that 2 times the score 5 is present under group 1. Of course, in the group table, we have 5 score mentioned twice. So you have to count the 5 score 2 times, not just 1 time. But in the number line, you'll mention only once. And above number of scores above the median, you have the score 7 present twice under group 1. So you will count on it twice. So the scores above the median A plus is 6, 7 and 7. Total 3 scores. Right. Total 3 scores. Therefore 3 A. And below median, that is B minus, is 4, 5 and 5. So again you have 3 scores. So you call it as 3C when you are entering into the table, the contingency table. So now let us move on to understand the median for the group 2. So the scores under group 2 are again arranged in ascending order. So the scores are here 4, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11 and 5. We are arranging those scores in ascending order as 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11. They are arranged. Again, the set of numbers in ascending orders are again even. So these even score have 2 mid numbers 5 and 7 and 3 scores below them, 3 scores above them. The median is 5 plus 7 divided by 2, 12 divided by 2 is 6. There is a minor change in the median of 2 groups, group 1 and group 2. So we found the median to be 6, and again on the number line when we understand the same, so the number line goes 0 to 11 because last score is 11. We can have so many more numbers thereafter, and the median is 6. So the number of scores that are above the median towards the right, number of scores below the median towards the left. So when we talk about the number of scores below the median, we have the scores, we have the score 4 twice in the group 2. The score 4 is repeated twice, 2 times in the group 2. So we have to consider number 4 twice while counting on the number of scores below the median. So that is what is mentioned here for a note. Make sure you always look for that. So you have number of score above the median as A to be 7, 8, 10, 11. 7, 8, 10 and 11. And number of scores below the median B to be 3, 4, 4 and 5. So while writing in a contingency table, this becomes B, this becomes D. Keep this in mind. This becomes B and this becomes D, because the scores that fall under group A are A and C. That is, number of scores above the median are A, number of scores below the median are C for group A, and number of scores above the median are B under group 2, and number of scores below the median are D under group 2. So we'll repeat again so that the confusion is not there. You will not find any confusion then. So number of scores above the median under group 1 is A, number of scores below the median under group 1 is C, number of scores above the median for group 2 is B, number of scores below the median for group 2 is D. Same way we have dealt here with here you can see number of scores above the median 3A, number of scores below the median 3C. Here number of scores above the median B, for B number of scores below the median for D. So this A, B are, that is what we defined earlier. A plus is number of scores above the median and B minus is the number of scores below the median. So it is that. But then while entering into a contingency table, you make sure AC and BD for table for group 1 and group 2 respectively. So now we have to find a combined group. A combined median for two groups. So we have 14 scores. Again arranged in the ascending order. So 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 10 and 11. And again this being an even number 14, we will have two midterm scores, that is 5 and 6, but then we will not be using this method as this is combined group, that is combined of group 1 and group 2. So you cannot make use of 5 plus 6 divided by 2 here, but you can use this formula as this is the median for the combined group n plus 1 by 2. So this formula of finding the median, that is mid scores divided by 2, was only for the single group, and when we talk about combined group we have to make sure that we use the formula n plus 1 divided by 2, that is total number of scores plus 1 divided by 2. We cannot just rely on the 2 mid digits divided by 2. You cannot use that here. So this is the formula to find out the median for the group, and do remember this. So now let us understand the numbers on the number line. We have 14 scores, that is 0 to 12 we have mentioned here, but then our scores are from 3 to 11. That is a combination of scores from group 1 and group 2. They are from score number 3 to score number 11. Not in accordance or continuous series, but then we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 and 11. So this is a number line for that. And by substituting the numericals in the formula given, that is median is equal to n plus 1 by 2, we have found n is 14. You have n to be 14, n plus 1 divided by 2, 15 by 2, median is 7.5. Here 7.5 score, but then as per the number line it is 7.5. So the score below here, anything that is above the median is score above the median, or any score that is below the median is in to your left hand side. So while forming the table, it's a group wise, that is group 1 and group 2 separately, keep in mind. So we have found this out by using this, that is finding the median for group 2 separately and finding the median for group 1 separately. So now we have to fill this table as per the group separately. So this we have group 1, that is number of scores above the median. This ABCD is constant as per the formula. ABCD, do not change the order, ABCD. So now under group 1, number of scores above the median has to be filled here, and number of scores below the median have to be filled here. We will first complete this column, that is we'll fill up the column column for group 1. Then we will move on to fill the column for group 2. So we have to find number of scores above the median. So coming back to the number line again, number of scores above the median is, we have twice 7 repeated and 1 time 6. So it is 6, 7 and 7. Total score that are above median, A plus is number of scores above the median, A plus is 3. Therefore we have written 3A. And number of scores below the median, that is B minus is number of scores below the median. We have 2 times 5 repeated under group 1. So we have 4, 5 and 5. That is again 4, 5 and 5. So 3 numbers totally. That is 3C. That's what 3C is written here. And now let us move on to group 2. Talking about group 2, we have to find number of scores above the median. Here median is 6 and number of scores above median are 7, 8, 10 and 11. 4 scores. That should be listed under column B. So 4B. Same way 4B. And B minus is number of scores below the median. This way. So we have 4 repeated twice. So we have 3, 4, 4 and 5. Total 4 scores. Again we fill 4D. So now we add vertically 3 plus 3 6. We add vertically again 4 plus 4 8. We add horizontally 3 plus 4 7. We add horizontally 3 plus 4 7. Again we add vertically 7 plus 7 14. This is a yen. 14 is yen. And again 6 plus 8 is 14. So this makes sure that whatever you have calculated is true and there is no mistake while entering in the table. This is the formula to cross check your entries. So now we have to substitute the values under the formula. So the formula chi-square is equal to n into AD minus BC minus n by 2 whole square divided by A plus B, C plus B, A plus C and B plus D. So we'll understand this with the help of the group table. So the formula says, please write down a formula as you are watching this video. Chi-square is equal to n into A into D minus B into C. This that is whatever you subtract, that is AD minus BC, that sum whole minus n by 2. N is number of scores divided by 2. This whole square to the power square. Then we have A plus B, that is this score. C plus we have A plus B, we have A plus C, we have B plus D, we have C plus D. So the formula is A plus B, C plus D, A plus C and B plus D. So the denominator will hold these totals and these totals are multiplied with one another. This is the formula.